All right. Welcome to Home Theater on a Budget. I got a new device. Google TV. And holy crap, I love this Google TV. Chrome. $49. Now, I did buy something from Amazon, and now Amazon, shut up. I plugged in the internet, and now I have 128 gigs for this. So we're going to do kind of a quick deep dive into Google TV. And I apologize if I'm a little ramped up right now because I just did a video because I'm so pissed off about all the ads in Fire TV. I mean, I was so pissed off. I ran out and bought this as fast as I could. So all my Amazon devices, because of all the freaking ads on them, are turning into Google TVs. And I liked it so much, I turned off AT&T TV because this was so good. I'm hoping this is the future of NVIDIA Shield, because my NVIDIA Shield is going to stay dormant for right now because of this $49 device. So let's look at it. We got our search and basic search. You got categories. You know, if you want different categories, but a very clean, good search. So the remote, I'm not going to really show you the remote. Very simple buttons. It has a voice button on it. If I go to For You, here on the home screen, you get certain things. Almost all of it is everything you have. You might have a few things in here that, yes, I kind of consider them ads, but maybe the way they do it, I don't really recognize them as ads. Like, I don't have Showtime. I don't have Showtime installed. But most of these, I go to the top here. This is the top picks for me. This is everything that I do have in here. If they show me anything on the top picks for me, I have it. Next row, I have my ads. I mean, not my ads, my apps. I go in here. I got all my apps. I go in here. I got the top 2 rows, 10 apps I could put in there, and all my apps are down here. It's actually a really good, clean interface, similar to the NVIDIA Shield, but this is better. So I have that. You have your continue watching, which works with everything. And now, since I canceled AT&T TV because I like this device so much, and I have YouTube TV, YouTube TV loves this device. You know, granted, Google owns both of them. And my continue watching, it's from Netflix, Stars, YouTube, it doesn't matter. Everything is integrated. You have it. Google integrates everything into this device. Popular movies, you get movies you want to buy, $4.99, $9.99. I don't have Hulu, but that's kind of an ad. Philo's an ad, but the way they do it, you don't even recognize their ads. They're just movies you got to pay for or whatever. And you could go like that. But I mean, most of everything you see is like everything that you have, everything that you pay for, besides a few little things they show. On Now, I got an On Now section with all my channels. Just all the popular live stuff, action shows. I mean, I just love how Google TV breaks this down. I mean, if you can't find something to watch with this Google TV, then I don't know what to tell you. I mean, the Fire TV tries to do this. Of course, they have a lot of ads, and it's 99% Amazon. So look, this is Google TV, YouTube, Disney, Prime Video. You get Netflix in here. You get And granted, everything in here you have. I don't see any stuff in here that I don't have. So sometimes I find something, but mostly everything in these sections is an app that you do have. Now, let me say this. So I'm going to pause a second and say this. Say you have Sling TV, and Sling TV is installed, you're watching Sling TV. And then you want to cancel Sling TV and go to YouTube TV, which is what I did, because I wanted to see how Sling TV integrated with this. You have to, if you don't want to see the Sling TV movies and stuff, like Sling TV has these shows, you know, they were on TNT, right? And it would say Sling TV. The only way to remove the Sling ads is you have to uninstall, you have to reset your device and then go back in. Sling will be there, but you're not signed into Sling. Then you just delete the Sling app. So just remember, if you change streaming services and you don't want to see the ads, reset your device. That way Google knows that you don't have Sling anymore. But all these are categories. YouTube is in 4K. You get all the goodness of all the top-notch stuff. And of course, I'm a runner, so I watch a lot of shoe videos and stuff and home theaters. But this is probably the best YouTube device out there as of now, as of right now. Yes, YouTube's better on here than the NVIDIA Shield. You got different things that they want to tell you about, like you want to celebrate Earth Day. I don't mind that. It might pull in stuff. Like, look at all this stuff. Everything about the Earth and everything. So I don't consider that an ad. I consider that like an informational thing. The trending, everybody should have trending. So Friday night dinner, this is stuff that's trending on all the other devices. And that I'm watching tonight. I have to watch that tonight because eventually it's going to leave HBO. But it's cool, and Google's already updating this a lot. So you get everything in here. You got a whole Justice League section, and it pulls it in from everywhere, like YouTube, Aquaman, HBO, and HBO, Netflix. I don't know. And down here, if I like All Rise. So if I like All Rise, which I do, look at all these good shows. It's just pulling them all in. It pulls in all your network shows from YouTube. I gotta say this. You're gonna find more to watch than you've ever had before. The NVIDIA Shield, you could have columns where you could kind of see a few things. This is like Netflix. This is, how do I say this? This is what TiVo tried to do with that little device they had. TiVo tried to integrate everything so you could see everything. Well, Google just knocked it out of the park. They just knocked it out of the park. And I thought it was weird at first where they said explore Asian stories. And I'm like, I don't watch Asian stories. I'm like, what? I'm American. Why do I want to see this shit, right? And then I looked at it. I'm like, Mulan, I like. Karate Kid, I just watched. Life of Pi, if you want to show off your high definition TV, Life of Pi. And I didn't realize all these were Asian movies. And Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, I guess I would know that one, but I don't know. I thought, can I remove it? Then I was like, dude, you got the Karate Kid and Mulan right there. And I got all these devices, so I'm not going to complain. But all these categories, you want to go to fantasy and find something cool to watch? Where do you start? Where do you start in this section? Because half the crap that we all like is adventures and fantasies and weird things and GOT and stuff. It's like, I don't know. I I got so much crap to watch, I don't even know what to do. Good laugh, adventures, futuristic movies. Well, I love this category, a very serious category, but a good category. Here, ad-supported stuff, but all this I have. These are not ads. So Tubi, YouTube, Pluto, I got Crackle. As soon as I plugged in that adapter and plugged in the internet, that way I get a wired internet and 128 gigs, and I download everything. And all these, they're not ads. I have all these. I just got to watch commercials. But they put it in all the place. Free ad supported movies in one place, not everywhere. And I love that. Aliens, Marvel. You want Marvel? You want Marvel from everywhere, not just Disney. You want Marvel from YouTube, from Stars. There's going to be some HBO really doesn't have Marvel, so I don't know if there's any HBO in here. Well, you got Ghost Rider, so you got a little Marvel in here. But a lot of times you want Marvel, you just got to go in Disney, and that's what you get. But this thing, I've had it for 4 days, and it's already learning me. It's knowing, and these are changing. As I watch stuff, all these squares, they update different movies. And, you know, we watched The Craft Legacy, and I don't know why the Stars app, the picture quality on the Stars app, yes, you get 5.1 sound, but the picture quality on that app is crap. I mean, it truly is. But I don't care what service you sign up for. As long as it's something that you signed up for, you get everything. You don't have to go into the app. You barely ever have to go into the app. You will find something. You don't got to go into YouTube TV until you want live TV. Let's go into managed services. These two are owned by, one owned by Google. One is, it's a certified Netflix device. So these showed up automatically. Down here, you could turn these off. If you don't want to see anything, you could turn them off. But look, if you never want to see the ad again, coming down here and say just turning off Sling does not remove the stuff from the home screen. You might see, you still might see Captain America, how to watch it from Sling. And if you don't have Sling anymore, you have to reset your device completely and then set your device back up. And then that Sling will never show up as long as you don't sign back into Sling. So going down here to the bottom, you could turn these off. Like, I don't want to see Philo or Showtime or this, which is, it's a good app, but I don't want to see it. And everything I download, I could go here and just turn them automatically on. And that's why all them free ad supported things, they're in one place. So let me go back to the top. That's just for you. And I don't know, live TV on now. I don't know. Let's go to, because we have YouTube TV, now we go to a live section. And because we have YouTube TV, we get all the live channels. I mean, it's just freaking awesome. You get a different kind of guide, but look at the speed of this. Look at that guide. It's a fast guide. I mean, if you've already had YouTube TV opened, you click on one of these, they load in a half a second. And it's very fast access for YouTube TV. Now, for me, it's a little slower, and I'll show you why in a minute. Movies, these are self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go through them again, but they do have a few sections here where you have new movies that are freshly out. and then you have trending. After that, the trending and the freshly out, they go away, and not everything in here is paid. So it's kind of hit and miss in here, but they are showing you movies from everywhere, and a lot of them are movies that you buy. Like this one here, I can't get rid of this one. This is Sling TV. I do not have Sling TV, but it is a one you have to, you would have to have Sling TV for. And in here, it's a little hit and miss because it does want to show you all the movies. So I don't know if I consider these ads. These are the ones where I had Hulu, but I don't have it anymore. Even after resetting, these still show up. But maybe you want to see this. And then you got to think, do I want to turn this on? This section, Oscar nominated. I love how they bring all this in here. All of it. All your Oscar movies. All right there. It's fast. Technology, early access. These are the ones that you possibly are going to have to buy unless you have like HBO to get the movies fast. So the categories they have, the movie deals, they're movie deals. 20-year Oscar winners, movies, history movies. I mean, think of all these categories I'm showing you. Shows. Look at all this. It pulls in Apple TV, it pulls in Peacock, HBO, it pulls in freaking Discovery Plus because I have Discovery Plus. And all these, I mean, because I'm in shows, it's going to pull in anything and everything. Like Tubi's in here, but Tubi's a TV show, right? I'm not going into the app. I'm just coming in here to see what kind of shows are in here. And I don't know. You got lots of shows. Some shows you got to pay for. Some shows you got to have the app. But Google's showing you, not on your home screen where I would consider them ads. Google is showing you that this is $2.99, and like, watch, if I click it, that's a Google one. Let me not do that one. Let me go to Tommy for $2.99. Not a good one either. Let me find one that's actually Sling. Let's go to Sling. So I don't have Sling, but what do you see right here? See, since I don't have Sling, it's showing me two different ways to watch. And depending on what app you get, if you don't have it, it's going to show these different things. Subscribe or buy in Google is the only option for this one. But if you get popular ones, and let me see if I can find a popular one. Popular. Boy, when I was trying to find out why I was seeing all these, I would find them really good, but now I'm not finding anything. Something. We might be able to go into All American. 4 ways to watch. So All American, I could watch it on Netflix, I could watch it on YouTube, I could watch it on CW, or I could buy it. Now tell me, that is freaking badass. I mean, this is, all of us are hoping that the NVIDIA Shield gets updated, and then we'll have all this. The NVIDIA Shield better get updated pretty damn quick. I mean, now I got OCD, so a lot of these, I got to do this really quick. Okay, they're done. I hate when they're down there. Apps, you go in here, now you're in here, you're going to see ads because you're looking for apps. Unless you want to see your apps, which kind of sit right here on top. And I do like that because maybe you don't remember what you're going for, so your apps are there. Categories, apps from other devices. You know, I have a lot of these from my other devices, so they show up here. I have them on Fire TV and some other things. Somehow Google knows this, and it pulls them in here, which is freaky. Featured, stream, stay fit, I'm not going to go through this because we all have the NVIDIA Shield. Your library, I don't know how often I'll go into the library, and I think library maybe should be next to live, then it would look a little better. But library, this is everything that has been recorded in my DVR. I'm not going into the YouTube app. I get instant access to everything in my DVR. Now, wouldn't we all love the NVIDIA Shield to do this? It's freaking awesome. And I wanted to watch Boston Public again. Okay, I'm going to date myself, but Boston Public came out the same time Ally McBeal did. It is a very, very good drama about high school. Very good. And even the music they played in it. So I got it on my watch list, and Google's going to let me know when that sucker becomes able to stream. And this is the stuff I actually got off YouTube. So I got Moneyball and Spider-Man Homecoming. So this is Google Chromecast with Google TV. Now let me show you the good stuff. Everything is in 4K. Let me go in here. Let me do a search, and I'm going to tell you if we get HDR. We'll see it in the top TV. Let's see if it remembers my searches.
Capitol Hill, and this is CNN. Earlier this afternoon, President Biden argued.
I don't want to get penalized for showing you crap that I'm not supposed to show you. So let's just do. I'm actually doing this the wrong way. I went into YouTube TV. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Let me go into YouTube and let's check out the 4K and HDR, because the Fire TV does YouTube in HDR. And I was wondering why my search wasn't coming up. Why don't you remember? I guess I had too many searches. We're going to go to 4. Okay. Let's just go to 4K Ultra. And anyone have HDR? HDR. This one's supposed to have HDR. Let's find out.
This is what your CRM platform should look like. HubSpot is powerful.
And we don't care what our platform looks like. Okay, while beautiful, we need to find one that does HDR. Nope. I'm kind of worried here. Here, let me 4K Ultra HDR. Better be in HDR. Come on, guys. I don't know, guys. This might be the only thing I don't like. Let me check. Okay. Maybe we don't trust it. This is 4K Dolby Vision HDR. Okay, yes, Google Chromecast does YouTube in beautiful 4K, and it plays it. It'll play 4K in the highest resolution. If I go here I go to more. That's as high as they're going, but it plays it flawlessly. So no HDR, which I don't understand because the Fire TV does 4K HDR on YouTube. So that's a little strange. Netflix is in Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. Fire TV, let's go into Fire TV. Let's confirm Fire TV. And I want to show you, but let's see. Do we have a Jack Ryan in the house, please? Hey, look at that. Jack Ryan, front and center. So let's go to Jack Ryan. Let's resume. What do we got? Okay. Why? This one bothers me, but this is supposed to be in UHD HDR. And maybe they're just waiting on Amazon to update the app. Let's go into Disney Plus.
Update the Amazon.
Amazon, shut up.
iPhone. Go to the app in the app.
Amazon, shut up. Let's go into Disney Plus. Now, Disney Plus I've already checked out, but just for you guys, we're just going to click here and we're just going to see what it says because that's all we have to do. 5.1. Mandalorian. 5.1. Whew. It's not looking good, but hey, I still love the interface. And we know that all this works in Dolby Atmos on the NVIDIA Shield. Out of the box. We know it. So these apps just got to get updated. But let me go back to Netflix since I skipped it and none of these others are doing what we wanted to do. You kind of want Dolby Atmos on Disney. I do agree with that. I mean, I got a Yamaha receiver, so I could really knock it out of the park. Let's go to Tiny Pretty Things. We're going to click it. And 4K Dolby Atmos. I'm not going to play it just because I know Netflix when it shows it. So no HDR, no Dolby Atmos. Apple TV, Dolby everything. I checked this out. Now that an NVIDIA Shield does not have this, but if I go in here, I wonder how I could click without playing. Let me try. Let me go back. More info right there. Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. Apple TV fought hard, worked with Google really well to get this one updated. So, and I watched the Greyhound. So everything on that one, these are 5.1s. We don't care. Let's go into Movies Anywhere. And let's see. Who would be what's a good Dolby movie? I got too many. Well, actually, technically, let me see what this one is. It says 5.1. Is there any that I know? Let me go Gravity. Gravity has a great Dolby Atmos soundtrack. 5.1. 5.1. Frozen 2, newer. Dolby Atmos. So this thing does Dolby Atmos on movies anywhere. So let's go to Voodoo. And let's hope Voodoo does all the goodness. Hacksaw Ridge is a very new movie. What do we get? Atmos. Atmos says HDX. Why does that say HDX? Let me find one that should be HDR. Let's go to Star Wars. I think HDR should be highlighted personally. Let me see. HDR. And I don't know. Maybe I could just try to play one of these, but it says HDX. I could play it really quick and hit home because as soon as it starts, the TV should light up if it's HDX. So, no HDR on that one. Okay, so we didn't do really well. We got Dolby Atmos on Netflix. We don't have Dolby Atmos on Prime Video. We don't have Dolby Atmos on Disney Plus. We have Dolby Atmos on Apple TV, and Dolby Atmos here, Dolby Atmos here, HDR, no. Now I know this device is new and this is where these apps have to get updated. So I am good with that. I don't think any of these other apps you really care about. I will say this though, my internet's not the best. I am not wired, and this thing normally comes wired. This is plugged in. In theory, my internet that I'm using currently, it's at best, it's a 70 down in this room. It's on a 100-foot coax, but I still get to watch everything without any buffering at this speed. But this is wired, if you see up in that left top corner, and this is just a dongle. It's just a USB-C dongle off Amazon that has a network adapter with a 128 gig card. Now let me show you one thing. A lot of times when you go back to home, the home might take a second to load. I mean, like this screen might go a little crazy. So here's one thing I suggest. I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to go to about. I'm going to go all the way down here on the build. I'm going to click it until it says developer mode activated. I've already done that, so I can't show you. I'm going to go to developer options. And honestly, you do this even if you have an Android phone. You don't need an app killer. But did I go all the way to the bottom? So right here, my standard limit, I have it set to 2. When you go over here, they have a standard limit, no background processes at all. I put it on a 2. That way, if YouTube's one of my apps and I go to Netflix and I want to go back into YouTube, both these are still active. I tried this one, like on an Android phone, I use this. Don't keep them active. When I get out of it, I don't want an app killer. Close that bitch down. And if you have an Android phone, you should always turn on developer mode, and you don't need app killers. Your phones will last for days at that point. They'll last as long as iPhones. Like iPhones can last a freaking week on heavy use. Android phones, you turn this on, or at least you turn this on and set it at most to 2, they'll last forever. But definitely do that. And then this home screen will be a lot faster. On the apps themselves, they just work. So the question you have to ask yourself is, can you live with the growing pains of getting all the goodness, not having to go into the apps to watch everything, but can you wait to get Dolby Atmos on this and these two? No Dolby Atmos. It's a buzzkill, but I don't know. We'll work on that, and I'll update it if I find out maybe there's a setting I can change. Like I did go in here and I did this on the NVIDIA Shield. I told it to audio pass through. I do not see any of that in here. It's very, very vanilla. I mean, for the sound. You have match content because I put it on 4K. I didn't want everything to be in Dolby Vision. So I match content. Allow game mode. I'm not playing games on a $50 device. So I turned that off. I got 4K 60. And you got very basic sounds. You got surround sound and you got automatic. And if I don't want automatic, I could go in here and I could force it. But, you know, on sound, you just let the device do whatever. So I truly know and truly will think down the road, since this device now has Apple TV, because Apple TV is the huge thing that we got to take away from here. That NVIDIA Shield doesn't even have this app. And I'm hoping when the NVIDIA Shield gets updated, they get Apple TV in Dolby Atmos, because the Fire TV has Apple TV, but it's not in Dolby Atmos. But I will say, everything loads like crazy. And if you have YouTube, this is a must buy for $40. If you're thinking about the NVIDIA Shield, buy this first, use it as your main device, and then when you hear the NVIDIA Shield gets updated, then go buy the NVIDIA Shield. Because if the NVIDIA Shield gets this Google Learning, gets this interface, and it gives you the YouTube option for live TV, and that live TV only works with YouTube. It does not work with Sling or Philo or Hulu. And I don't know. This is home theater on a budget. This is my highly recommended best damn $50 you could buy today. I don't care what streaming device you have. It works better than the Apple TV. It has more apps and works better than the NVIDIA Shield. The NVIDIA Shield does everything, but it doesn't have all the apps. And a lot of times, yes, you have everything listed on the NVIDIA Shield on your rows down below, but you kind of have trouble finding everything. And like I said once on this, if you get this, you will always have something to watch. Always. Always, always, always. Home theater on a budget, you guys enjoy. And if you watched my video about the Fire TV, I am very happy. There's nothing I consider an ad here. Oh, you need this app. Oh, customers most downloaded. No, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. And for $50, it's not as fast as, say, the Fire TV Cube, but it's plenty fast. I mean, I haven't really noticed any slowdowns, especially when I said only 2 things work in the background. Home theater on a budget. You guys enjoy.